Today is about you. I know what it feels like to sit on a bench. I know what it feels like to get knocked down. I know what it feels like to have a hope and a dream. And nobody believes in it but a few people. But here's what I know. Hi, this is Walter Bond. And as you guys know, I'm a former NBA player, which means I understand teams. I've been on bad teams and I've been on great teams. And so I understand how teams function. So when I left sports and got into corporate America, I started to rack my brain on how I can help my clients become high-performing teams. That's a company as a whole, but also within each department are work teams that function as micro teams inside of a company. If you stay with me, I can teach you how to create awesome teams at work that's going to convert into money. Now here's the reality. If you really think about it, basketball has positions. These positions have names, and each one of these names have a specific function to the title. We have a point guard, we have shooting guards, we have small forwards, power forwards, and centers. The entire industry of basketball at every level has accepted these positions as what we use to build a team. Now, here's the reality. Based on their expression of each position, every team's a little bit different, but everybody respects that the foundation of basketball is based on those 5 positions. So here's what I did. I ran that intellectual property through my basketball computer and tried to figure out how I can help my clients create high-performing teams within their companies. And I came up with a brilliant idea. I created what I call the iTeam model. On this team, just like basketball, we have roles and positions. And if everybody plays their role and positions, I can help you win a championship in your industry. And I can help you kick your competition's butt. Listen carefully, because Walter Bond is going to teach you how to create high-performing teams. On my iTeam, here's the 5 positions. Every team has got to have an innovator. Your company needs an innovator, and each work team, micro team within your organization needs innovation. You cannot have a successful company without innovators. The world around us is moving at warp speed because innovators are running wild and disrupting their industry. So every team, every company has got to have innovation. The second person in your organization that you have to have on every team is an implementer. Have you ever realized you have all these great ideas and for some reason you can't bring them to life or you can't put legs on them? Here's why. The problem probably is as simple. You don't have implementers on your team. Now the third position, which is very important, you have to have people in your team, in your organization, are what I call improvers. Their job is to take whatever you do, no matter how good it is, but make it better. And you gotta have improvers on your team because you gotta always get bigger, stronger, and faster. Because when you stay the same, you position yourself for the competition to catch you from behind. Now here's the 4th position. A lot of companies don't like this person around, but it's very critical to your success. In my NBA locker rooms, we always had what I call an instigator. This was a teammate that was likable. He was about winning, but he was not afraid to stir the pot. He was not afraid to challenge ideas, concepts, and we all respected this instigator, but this instigator had courage and they were willing to play devil's advocate, and they always kept the temperature in the locker room at a feverish pitch. See, all those ideas aren't great ideas. And if you don't have an instigator, a person inside your organization that acts as your own internal hacker to make sure that everything you do is quality and excellent, you're going to run the risk of having subpar quality products and services because people don't understand instigators. I love instigators. These are people who are not afraid to challenge the status quo. They're not afraid to challenge a good idea, but can come up with ideas to make sure that it is better. Make sure your organization as a whole and every work team has an instigator to make sure that every idea, every product, Every service that you launch, you have considered all the possibilities to make sure it is excellent. Here's the fifth position. Very, very critical position. These are people who come to work and all they do is execute. In other words, their goal and role on the team is I execute. I don't get involved in politics. I don't get offended. I just go to work and do my job. Here's the reality. Do you guys know that between 70 and 90% of companies, both large and small, fail to execute their strategic plan? I execute. The people who come to work and grind and get it done are very critical for your team. Now you might be looking at me and say, well, Walter, hey, I got a team, but it's only 3 of us. That doesn't apply to me. Let me tell you something. On my team, it's 2 of us, which means we have to wear multiple hats. In my organization, I'm an innovator, but after I innovate, guess what? I become the person who just executes. My wife, my business partner, she fills in all the other roles. So if you have a small company, there's no excuse not to have balance. All it means is that you have to wear multiple hats. And as you grow, you hire people that have the skill set that you lack. So here's a quick review, because I want to help put money in your pocket, and I want to make sure that you have high-performing teams and understand the positions and how they work. You first have to have innovation and innovators. You have to have implementers. You have to have improvers. You have to have instigators, and you have to have people who simply execute. Every work team has got to have a balance in their organization of those 5 roles and those 5 positions. We are using this iTeam model, and we're consulting companies around the world and making sure they understand how to build high-performing teams. You just heard it from me. This iTeam model, if you internalize it and get it into your subconscious mind, you can create high-performing teams everywhere you go, and you also know when you need to hire a person, you know exactly what you need to bring in to fill in a hole within your company and each work team. iTeam model, baby. Execute it, and I promise you one thing, you will dominate. Hi, this is Walter Bond, and I want to give you something special right now. Do you guys know that executive coaching is one of the fastest growing business segments in corporate America? CEOs around the world are seeking out coaches. Everyone understands in sports that you need coaches to reach your potential. But what corporate America is starting to figure out is that the same dynamic is true when it comes to business. So I don't care if you're an entrepreneur, I don't care if you're an executive, I don't care if you're just a professional who's trying to get to that next level, we all need coaching. So in our Peak Performance Huddle, we've created a coaching program just for you. And since it's a group coaching program, it's very affordable. And I think it's a no-brainer. You get to hear my voice every single day. We do a live call once a week. And inside of our huddle, in our portal, there's tons of webinars, downloadable information, all kind of tools that can help you get to that next level. Because you can't get to that next level by yourself. Our coaching program is based on the 31 truths to boost peak performance. If you master, or when you master these 31 truths, I promise you one thing, we will increase your value. And as your value increases, so will the bottom line for you as an individual, but also your company. So why in the world would you not engage and invest in coaching? Peak Performance understand that success is a team sport, and in the Peak Performance Huddle, you have a chance to join our team. Don't miss out. We believe it's a no-brainer, and I want you to sign up because I want you to hear my voice every single day, because I will recondition your subconscious mind for a higher level of success. Join the Peak Performance Huddle, and I promise you one thing, you will get every dime you invest, you will get it back tenfold.